I DIY'd my entire wedding in 6 months. It turned out insane. It was incredible. I DIY'd everything. I didn't hire anyone for anything. Starting with the reception, I got the candles from Amazon and the candle holders from Amazon very last minute. The other candles were part of a decor package that we got. You'll see them. They're like small white candles from the venue. And then the baby's breath we repurposed from the aisle to the tables, but I actually bought them in bulk from Sam's Club, had them delivered 2 days before the wedding, and we like cut, processed, trimmed, and transferred all of them. Here's an example of the other candles that were on the table. And as far as naming our tables, we didn't do numbers, we did our favorite TV shows. So I created these little cards literally using my Cricut, same font that we used throughout the wedding, and these little holders are actually made of clay. I handmade them, and one side has my husband's thumbprint and the other side has my thumbprint. We were incredibly intentional down to every single last detail. I wanted clear runners, and again, we booked that decor package and they had clear runners and chargers, so we used those. I printed these off using cardstock of this exact size that I got from Hobby Lobby, or I think is what it was, and then I just used a Canva template. I have Canva Pro for my business, so that was easy. I cut up black cardstock that I already had bought for a different project, and then I used my Cricut to create these little logos, and this logo was like running theme throughout our entire wedding. And then I just tied this ribbon, and you'll see this ribbon is like a running theme throughout as well. Our color scheme was black and white, so I think that was to my advantage. Of course, we had a Gilmore Girls table, but how did people know where to find their seats? Summer previous to me getting engaged, I thrifted this room divider and we used that. I bought envelopes for thank you cards and ended up using them for this anyway. They were on Amazon. Everything that I could possibly get off Amazon is linked to my Amazon storefront. Then to each individual guest, we wrote incredibly detailed, heartfelt messages, and I taped little tabs telling them which table they sat at. This was one of our favorite personal parts of the wedding, me and my husband. If you look really, really closely, you can see right here, we used an embosser that we got, a custom embosser with our last name, which is that same logo you've seen on the wedding menus, and embossed every single envelope. The names on the envelopes, I used my Cricut for. They just happened to have black bows on the inside lining of the envelope. Again, I found those on Amazon and it matched really well. We didn't really have a theme, black and white and kind of elegant romantic with a touch of our personality. Obviously, you can tell there's a lot of intention and personal touches in every single thing that we did. This being one of them, the fact that there was black bows in there, black bows tied around the menus, and black bows in other places was just one of those touches. I have so much more to share about the wedding, so if you're curious or interested at all, then follow along, because I'll probably be like 5 to 6 parts, I think.